Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day, man. You know what I mean? I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. Of course, I'm gonna let a few people in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building as of right now, man. Let's get the like button popping, man. Let's hit the like button as soon as we get inside the building. You feel what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's been tuned into the channel and everybody that was supportive of the live stream that I put up yesterday with Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez. Man, we definitely had it popping, and I'm very thankful for everybody that came through and showed love. So we got some things that we need to discuss in the boxing world, of course, man. Let me relocate over here real quick. You know what I mean? Because we got some things that we need to discuss in the sport of boxing. You feel what I mean? We got 4 people in the building, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. 4 likes. You know what I'm saying? 4 viewers. Let's get it up. Let's get the algorithm on the up. You feel me? We're going to talk about a little bit of everything today. I ain't going to hold you, man. We're going to speak about Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin, man. You know, they've been promoting their fight. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia weekend. They did the press conference and stuff like that. So we're going to speak on, you know what I mean, exactly what we saw. We're going to speak on what's next for Canelo Alvarez, of course, being that he just came out successful against Jaime Munguia. We're going to speak about, you know what I mean, the Caleb Plant and Edgar Berlanga confrontation, the David Morrell Edgar Berlanga confrontation. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna keep it 1,000 for sure. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. My fault. Let me just answer this text real quick. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Of course, I said that multiple times already. Yo, also, man, I've been tuned in with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, man. They've been going back and forth. I know this ain't boxing related at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just heard Drake's diss that he just dropped a couple minutes ago. Let me see exactly when he dropped it. I think he dropped it like an hour or 2 ago. Let's check it out. Let's see exactly when he dropped it. He dropped it on YouTube an hour ago, man. And that shit was that shit. This shit getting dark. This shit definitely getting personal. You know what I mean? At this point in time, man, these motherfuckers is gonna have to slug it out. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, man, they just gonna have to slug this shit out. That shit getting hella personal. You know what I mean? It's definitely it's definitely getting deep. Pause. For I mean, shit getting dark around there. They mentioning some crazy shit, bringing up people's childhood and they upbringings, people's kids, wives, and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, that shit getting kind of crazy. Shout out to Texas 16 South. What up? What up? Shout out to my boy Texas 16 Lorenzo. What up? Teach. J Cash, what's going on, man? Hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. Let's get it. Let's get it popping. We got 7 people in the building. I mean, we got 7 likes with 10 people in the building, man. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Appreciate everybody that's in here. You feel what I mean? They ain't talking about punching. I don't know, but you know, shit, motherfuckers gonna have to throw hands, bro. I don't know. That shit getting real personal, but you know that ain't never gonna happen. You know, Drake got hella security with him. Kendrick is protected as well. So, you know, they ain't never gonna throw down on some one-on-one shit, but you feel me? Yeah, I know they ain't gonna fight Texas, but I'm just saying that's the point it's getting to for real. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now, man. Let's get the likes up. Yep, we got all 10 likes. It's very much appreciated. You see what I mean? Let's talk about currently what's going on in the boxing world. You feel what I mean? You already know. I feel like the Ryan Garcia PED test that's slowly but surely going to the, you know, the wayside and shit like that. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia fought yesterday night. And it was a good fight. You know what I mean? It was definitely a good fight. You know what I mean? I came into it with the impression that, you know, Jaime Munguia was unproven, and we didn't know exactly what he was going to do once he got under them lights because, you know, he's never been under lights as bright as those. You know, he's never fought on that high of a level, and he did last night. You know what I mean? I was really under the impression that, you know, he was shook. You know what I mean? His body language seemed a little bit off. You know what I mean? His eyes was real glassy. Just looked nervous, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, he looked relaxed. Looked like he'd been there before. You know what I mean? It was like riding the bike for Canelo Alvarez at this point in time. You feel me? So, I was under the impression that Jaime Munguia might very possibly lay an egg because when these dudes fight Canelo Alvarez for some reason, man, it's like they get starstruck. You know what I mean? They get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that's what Jaime was going to come out with. However, the first 3 rounds, I gave every single round to Jaime. You see what I mean? I gave every single round to Jaime Munguia. And he was letting his hands go. He was snapping Canelo head back with certain shots. Looked like he was overwhelming Canelo in those 3 rounds. You see what I mean? But I told you guys, if y'all watch that live fight reaction that I had, I'm telling you, I pointed out a vital mistake that Jaime Munguia made against Canelo Alvarez. He was just putting too much. He was leaning, man, putting all this weight on his front leg. You see what I mean? I don't really understand why he needed to do that. You know what I mean? If you're a taller, rangier fighter, I'm not saying to necessarily box like a taller fighter because that's just not who Jaime is. You see what I mean? But at the same time, it's like you're giving away your height and your reach when you leaning forward like that. You pretty much begging. You at least you're motivating. You're giving Canelo Alvarez a free opportunity to crack you clean. You see what I mean? And he leaning forward. Canelo Alvarez notices this, so he sets up a combination and ends it with the uppercut, puts Jaime on his back pockets. You see what I mean? Let's see what's going on here. Texas 16 South says Canelo looks sluggish, real sluggish early. That could be him just being a slow starter. That could be him just on the decline. You see what I mean? I think it's clear to say at this point in time that Canelo Alvarez is not the fighter that he was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He's not going to get any sharper. He's not going to get any faster. Every performance from here on out is either going to be equivalent to what he did against Munguia or worse. You see what I mean? That's just the age that Canelo Alvarez is in at this point in time. I don't see him getting any better. If anything, he'll get worse throughout time because, Father Time is undefeated at the end of the day. You see what I mean? So, Canelo Alvarez, he did what he had to do to beat inexperienced Jaime Munguia, But I give a lot of credit to Jaime Munguia because he stood up to some hellacious shots, man. Some crazy right hands. You feel what I mean? Whoa. T says competitive fight. I edged it to Munguia. Really? You had Munguia winning the fight? You had Munguia winning the fight? What rounds you gave him outside of them first 3, Teach? So this is my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first time I ever heard that opinion right there. My son's chick said he won too. That's crazy. I might have to do a little bit more. I gotta do a little bit more research on that, but I'm gonna see if anybody else got that same opinion. But I'm gonna tell you guys what I saw because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really tuned into the people's opinion. I thought it was a pretty clear victory in all honesty. You see what I mean? The first 3 rounds, I thought Jaime Munguia dominated. You know what I'm saying? The 4th round, he leaned heavy on that front foot. You know what I'm saying? Uppercut, left hook, right uppercut, says Jaime Munguia down. I feel like after that knockdown, Jaime Munguia started playing into Canelo Alvarez's fight. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that he necessarily got respectful of Canelo's power because he still was moving forward. He still was letting his hands go. However, it just seemed like he got, I guess you can say he got a little bit respectful because he started being more cautious. I think that he didn't want to be in a situation where he got clipped with one of those big shots again. You feel what I mean? So he started out throwing bombs. And there were certain instances in those mid to later rounds where he was letting his hands go, but it just didn't have the same bad intentions, in my opinion. You see what I mean? I thought he started playing into Canelo Alvarez's game. You know what I mean? And Canelo Alvarez, throughout the course of the mid to later rounds, was landing the harder, more effective shots. It was some sharp work that Canelo Alvarez was doing. You see what I mean? Placing nasty body shots that you could tell was hurting Jaime Munguia. But at the end of the day, man, Jaime Munguia displayed a great chin. He was in shape. He had a lot of will, a lot of determination. He didn't sit there and try to quit. You know what I mean? He didn't go into survival mode like Charlo or anything like that. He really gave it all he had. You see what I mean? I also thought that, Jaime Munguia was letting his hands go. That's just who he is. But Canelo Alvarez was so poised, so relaxed in there with his experience. He was seeing all of those shots and he was reacting pretty well and he was countering. You know what I mean? He just, a lot of the shots that, although Jaime Munguia put out more, you know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez was getting out of the way of a lot of them shots, catching a lot of them shots, rolling underneath. He turning Munguia and everything. Canelo was throwing less, but there were more quality shots. They were landing more clean. They were more effective. You see what I mean? So I see why some people may have edged Munguia's. They might have edged Munguia some rounds, but at the end of the day, if you throw 20 punches, and the majority are getting blocked, but I throw 4, and I throw 4 sharp ones throughout the course of a round that land pretty clean, it seemed to take an effect on you, take a toll on you, do some damage to you. The judges may pay attention more to them harder, cleaner shots. You know what I mean? And the pros is all about quality, in all honesty. You got to outwork somebody, but at the same time, it's not like the amateurs where they're just paying attention to who's outworking who. You know what I mean? You can just slap motherfuckers around, and you know what I mean? You can just outwork somebody. And the pros is about quality, bro. You gotta be you gotta. It's not who throws the most punches; it's who's landing the harder, more cleaner, effective shots. And I thought Canelo Alvarez did that way better than Jaime Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the course of that fight, you know what I mean? So I thought that Canelo rightfully won the fight. You know what I mean? So let me see what else. Let's see what else. And what impressed me about Canelo, in all honesty, man, was how he didn't seem tired or fatigued in the later rounds. You know what I mean? I see Canelo Alvarez do that in a lot of fights where, if he fights outside of his pace, by the time he's in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th rounds in that area, he seems to slow down. You know what I mean? And I thought there were certain instances where he could have really turned it up on Munguia and probably hurt him more, get another knockdown, possibly get a stoppage. But Canelo Alvarez, I don't know. It seemed like he was carrying him. I don't know how y'all feel. I don't know. Maybe I don't know exactly what it was. It could be a situation where he was carrying Munguia. It could be a situation where, he was trying to preserve his gas tank. If he was just being cautious of Jaime. I don't know what the situation is. You know what I mean? But regardless, man, Canelo Alvarez didn't seem as spent as he usually does in other fights. So that just lets me know that he was extremely focused. He took this fight serious, and he probably hear the critics when they say that his gas tank shitty. Maybe that was something that he worked on in camp. Texas said there was an understanding after that knockdown to the 9th. Okay. Yo, I'll tell you what, Jaime Munguia got a lot of potential, man. He got a lot of potential. He got a lot of room to grow. Jaime Munguia, he's young as far as I'm concerned. You see what I mean? So it's not like this dude is like the window is really closing in on him and he might not get another opportunity. He's 43-1. That's still a great record. You know what I mean? He can still make some shit happen. He's 27 years old. And they say you usually start hitting your prime when you're 28, 29. You see what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. He definitely got my respect. He definitely got my respect in this fight because I feel like, he showed a lot of courage. You know what I mean? He got that dog in him. I don't think he came in scared against Canelo. You see what I mean? I've seen a lot of fighters, fearful of Canelo. You know what I mean? They just looking to survive and just win some and just get through the fight and not get stopped like Jermell Charlo. Jaime showed a completely different thing. You know what I mean? I just think that he didn't have the skill set necessary and he didn't have the experience necessary to deal with somebody like Canelo Alvarez. The skill set, the separation of skill set was apparent, and the separation in experience was apparent as well. You see what I mean? So I would like to see Jaime Munguia stick with Freddie Roach. You know what I mean? Continue to grow together, not get discouraged and look for another trainer or blame your trainer and move on. No, develop a chemistry with your trainer, man. Get back in the gym, Study your fight, man. Pick apart your flaws. I think that Jaime Munguia could make certain adjustments that could make him a better fighter. You see what I mean? He just can't get front leg heavy. When you in there with a solid counter puncher or an experienced fighter like Canelo Alvarez, you can't afford to be making those, simple mistakes. Those simple mistakes could take it could do some real damage to your likelihood of winning the fight. You see what I mean? Stop leaning forward when you in position, man. You see what I mean? And continue working on your defense. You know what I mean? Keep practicing your defense. Practice all forms of defense, man. You know what I mean? Get your upper body movement going. Learn how to catch shots. You know what I mean? Learn how to get out of range of certain shots, head movement. Bro, all of that. Mix all of that up, man. Continue to devote yourself to your craft. When you're not in camp, you should be in the gym practicing your defense, man. Get you a slip bag, work with that. Spar some greener guys that you'll just have throw punches at you and don't throw any punches back. You know what I mean? Do some technical sparring where you just practicing defense. Do defense drills. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you could do that could really take your game to the next level. You know what I mean? I think that, Canelo Alvarez he never really had trash defense. But I do think that after the Floyd Mayweather fight, his defense has got to a whole nother level. And I guarantee you that is because he drilled defense over and over and over and over again. And once Canelo got to the 160-pound weight class, his defense just reached a completely different level. I think that he walked away from that type of elusive type defense. Once he got the super middleweight, I think he relied on his high guard a lot more. But regardless, Jaime Munguia got some room to improve, and if he really devotes himself, he can really do some things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to my boy Ralph. What up? What up? Shout out to Stop Motion MMA. What's good? What's good? Ralph says, do y'all think Canelo held back on stopping Munguia? I feel like he could have pressed harder. He definitely could have pressed harder. He definitely could have, definitely get the ref involved to stop the fight. He could have did a few things if he really wanted to turn up. But like I said, you could attribute that to him carrying Munguia. You could attribute to him not trusting his gas tank to really step on the, put his pedal to the metal type shit. Or, you know what I mean? It could be a situation where, he probably was respectful of what Munguia was bringing out there, because Munguia was dangerous throughout the fight. You know what I mean? He just didn't have the experience necessary or the skills necessary to really make Canelo pay for his mistakes and what he was doing, and you know what I mean? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was pretty assed out, but yeah. Yeah, it did die down. But Texas, you're definitely right. It did die down. And I think it was because, Jaime Munguia, didn't want to be in that situation anymore. I think he got a little bit more cautious. You know what I mean? He still was letting his hands go, but not with the same intensity, not with the same, intentions. I just felt like he was just doing what was natural to him. But at the same time, I think in the back of his head, he was like, yeah, I don't want to be in that situation again. You feel me? I don't want to get hit with that type of shot again. And I said that it was likely that, if Canelo didn't stop Munguia, that he was definitely going to touch the canvas. And that's exactly what happened. He's too reckless. You know what I mean? He lacks focus in the defensive area. And with somebody as experienced and sharp as Canelo, somebody as good of a counterpuncher as Canelo, they're going to make you pay for that. You feel me? Let's just get him out of here. Let's just get him out of here. You feel what I mean? Let's just get him all the way up out of here. Niggas is weirdos, bro. But yeah, man. Let's see what the boy T saying. He said, I was shocked Munguia moved away from fighting long like he did in the first 1 to 3 rounds because Canelo didn't have an answer for him in his jabs. This is where you question the coach. Not necessarily, man, because this is the thing. Coaches could tell you things time and time again. And all honesty, he probably was following the coach's game plan in those first 3 rounds, then steered away from it afterwards. I'm not going to blame. I understand where you're coming from, Tease, but I'm not going – me being a coach personally, I've had perfect game plans for fighters, and they start off doing it well, and then they abandon it, and they end up doing some other shit. And there's been times where that actually cost that fighter the fight. Or, they might have won the fight, but they didn't win it in the fashion that they wanted to. You feel what I mean? So that first 3 rounds, that might have been the game plan. That might have been what Freddie Roach was chalking up. However, Jaime Munguia, he's in there by himself at the end of the day, and he has to make his own choices. He could listen to his corner, he could listen to his coach, he could listen to his team, but it's ultimately up to him what he wants to do at the end of the day. Maybe it was a situation where he was following the game plan, and then he probably felt the shot from Canelo, felt like he probably felt the shot from Canelo, felt like he needed to get it back, and probably steered away from the game plan and got knocked down as a result. But I do agree, when he was getting them jabs off and keeping them at the end of his punches, he had a lot of success. You know what I mean? So I think he had the right idea, but he didn't have the experience necessary to follow through with the game plan. Part of, sticking with the game plan is having the experience under your belt. You see what I mean? Because if you've never been in a high-level fight, it's going to be hard to maintain a level of focus. Canelo Alvarez has been under the bright lights over and over and over again. There's a lot of distractions that come with that. There's the crowd. You know what I mean? There's, there might have been some critics that you were listening to. Yeah, the trolls is in full effect today. Just keep getting them up out of here. Just keep lining them up and kicking them out. Lining them up, kicking them out. But Anonymous says, I noticed Munguia's footwork disappeared after he got dropped. He wasn't bouncing on his toes anymore. That might be a lack of focus. You see what I mean? Might be a lack of focus. Maybe that uppercut probably took the legs from him. When you get hit with certain shots, your legs can disappear. It could be a lot of things. You could attest that to multiple things. You know what I mean? But maybe it was just a loss in focus. Maybe he got knocked down and, he was probably looking to try to get that back, or, he probably, completely forgot what he had set in front of him. You feel what I mean? Yep. Munguia got caught as soon as he started reverting back to what he knows. That's a fact. But him reverting back to what he knows is a lack of experience. You know what I mean? If you've been there before, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be it shouldn't be as difficult to stick with your game plan in comparison to, you know what I mean, you being new to the situation, you never having to, adapt and shit like that. Because look, with Jaime Munguia fighting the guys that he's fought, he's rarely had to adapt to any type of situation. He just fought his fight and then he came out successful. When you're going up against an experienced fighter, if you're going up against an experienced fighter like Canelo Alvarez, there's going to be times where you're going to try to do you. You know what I mean? He might provide some resistance. He probably neutralize something that you do. And you have to adapt. You have to change up you got to change up something. You know what I mean? So you can continue with your momentum. You see what I mean? And, Jaime Munguia, he's never been there. He's never been there, bro. You see what I mean? It's like if you're taking an SAT, man, if you're taking an SAT, you know what I mean, you never taken it before, you're going to see questions that you probably thought you would never be asked in your life. Meanwhile, there's somebody sitting right next to you who's taking the SAT 3-4 times and has a good idea of what's going on, and he can stay focused. The whole time you overwhelmed with what's going on, like, damn, this question hard. Is the rest of this test hard? You probably flipping through the rest of the pages like, shit, man, like how many of these difficult ass questions is there? Meanwhile, the dude next to you who actually has experience, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, I saw this question before. I got that one wrong. Let me get it right this time. You see what I mean? So, experience plays a vital role in fight. You feel what I mean? I think Canelo Alvarez beat that man based off of experience. I think Floyd beat Canelo based off of experience. You see what I mean? I think Floyd beat Conor McGregor based off experience. Experience is one of the biggest things that plays a factor in a fight that a lot of people don't really talk about. You see what I mean? It plays a major factor, bro, that nobody really talks about. People always talk about punching power. You know what I mean? People always talk about hand speed, boxing skill. It is rare that somebody ever brings up experience. You see what I mean? But at the same time, experience doesn't necessarily mean a good thing, because experience could also mean high mileage. You see what I mean? And if you have high mileage, that means you burnt out. You see what I mean? You got a lot of wear and tear. You took a lot of damage in your career, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Got to be careful. Got to be careful. T says, I could understand breaking away from the game plan late, but this early he had 9 rounds to tell Munguia he needed to get back to that. But again, to me, he held his own on the inside. Uh, I think Munguia held his own overall. It's just that it's just different levels, man. Like I hate to say it like that, 'cause I feel like that's so vague, but that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's just different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo done been blow for blow with guys like Triple G and all types of big punchers. Daniel Jacobs, bro, you name it. Like Sergey Kovalev, like he been in there with motherfuckers who really punching. You think he was concerned with Jaime Munguia's power? Well, obviously he was. He wasn't coming in crazy, but do you think that he was scared of Jaime Munguia's power? No, he been there against real punchers before. Miguel Cotto, like I could name some big punchers he's been in there with. He knows he's confident in his ability to take a shot, and he's confident in his defensive abilities. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a bad style matchup overall. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia's best bet was to do what he was doing in the first 3 rounds, but due to his lack of experience, he had trouble following through with a game plan. And following through with a game plan consistently requires a lot of, experience doing it over and over again. How many times do you think Jaime Munguia has had like a legitimate game plan? I think, in all honesty, all them 43 fights that Jaime Munguia had, it wasn't really a game plan in place. It was just fight your fight. Fight your fight. You see what I mean? With Canelo Alvarez, somebody experienced in a world-class level fighter like him, you know what I mean? You need a game plan for him. You need to strategize. You need to do different shit. You're going to have to do things that you probably never had to do before or things you're not comfortable with doing primarily. You see what I mean? So it's a lack of experience. That's all I can really say. You see what I mean? But, congratulations to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Jaime Munguia, I think that he's going to grow and become a better fighter from this situation, depending on his mental. But, just based off what I'm seeing in the ring right there, he's a pretty mentally sturdy dude. And I think that he'll bounce back from this beautifully. You know what I mean? If I'm Golden Boy, I'm getting Jaime right back in the mix within the next 5 to 6 months. 4 to 5 months, honestly. It's not like he fucking got punished, brutalized, anything like that. You know what I mean? He got cooked, he got outclassed, you know what I mean? But in terms of like accumulating damage, I don't think he really took that much damage. He looked like he didn't even get in the fight when you look at him after the fight. You feel me? So I will get him right back in the mix, you know what I mean? Get him a nice little win to come back off of, build his confidence back up. You know what I mean? Because I know Jaime Munguia, with him being 43-0, obviously losing ain't his thing. So when he takes this loss, although he knows that this is Canelo, he probably questioning certain things, questioning his abilities, if he's really as good as he believes he is, and shit like that. You know what I mean? So get him back in the winning column. You know what I mean? Put him in there with somebody, who might be a solid name, but somebody beatable. Like, if I'm Golden Boy, I'm trying to match up him versus like Daniel Jacobs or some shit. You feel what I mean? Get him versus Daniel. Like Daniel Jacobs older. You know what I mean? He's not who he used to be, but he's a former world champion or something like that. I'll grab him. You know what I mean? Make a fight happen between them two. Get that shit popping. He should dispose of Daniel Jacobs. And then you can start talking about bigger fights for him. You know what I mean? Throw him in the mix with, Diego Pacheco. M. Billy will be a good fight. Y'all bring up his name a lot. There's a lot of fights that he could pursue. You know what I mean? If he ends up Munguia versus Plant, that's another good fight. Teach, that's a good one. You know what I mean? That's another good one. Caleb Plant looking for smoke. We're gonna get into Caleb Plant too. You see what I mean? Al the Pal, he says, but Jaime ain't Canelo. He can't just fight anyone to make his way back and make money. A guy like him need a good name to bounce back. I don't know exactly what you trying to get across. Munguia versus Ngannou. What the fuck are you talking about, Jerry? You need to get off whatever liquor you on right now. You probably on that liquor David Morrell was on last night. You feel me? I don't know what the hell you talking about. You say something stupid like that again, I might have to get my guys to smack you with the wrench because you talking BS. Oh, Edward Morris says Demetrius Andre. That's another good one. I heard Demetrius Andrade team say they was going to shoot back down to 160, but you know, if he's still available at super middleweight, that'd be a good fight. I don't know if they'll necessarily take that fight. I don't know if Jaime Munguia and them would take that fight because that's a difficult style. But you know, maybe Jaime Munguia's team sees something in Andrade from that last Benavidez fight. They probably feel like they could beat him. That'd be a solid jump. Why not? That'll be a solid jump. I'm just saying that there's an option for Jaime Munguia. If I'm Golden Boy, if I'm the matchmakers, I'm getting him somebody that isn't necessarily like a bone, throwing a bone his way, but a good solid name that people know, but it don't necessarily need to be a top guy. Just get him back in the winning column. You know what I mean? And then start exploring your options with bigger names. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's like ain't no reason to really go backwards. You know what I mean? You fought Canelo, you lost to the undisputed champion at super middleweight. All right, cool. A lot of people lose to Canelo Alvarez. So let's keep that momentum high, man. You know what I mean? You fought against all those people. You know what I mean? You put on for Mexico. Look, see. You already know it's just complete idiots. You know what I mean? I really feel like with YouTube, bro, your subscribers, if you a goofy nigga, you're gonna have goofy subscribers. If you put on goofy ass lives, you're gonna have goofy ass people in the chat. You know what I mean? There's some real motherfuckers in this chat right now, man. So shout out to the nation. You feel me? That's all I really gotta say about that. Another weirdo bites that does. Yeah, I'm just smacking motherfuckers with the wrench for sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to Raw for smacking him with the wrench too. You feel me? Stop motion MMA hitting with the wrench too. Shout out to him. Wrench squad in full effect. Turn on subscribers only mode. Shit, I wish I knew how to do that. I might have to shit, I wish I knew how to do that actually. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see something. Can I do that right here? Ah, okay. All right, that's what we're gonna do then. All right, bet. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do now. You feel me? That's what we're gonna do now. Shout out to Stop Motion for that suggestion. You feel me? If niggas ain't, if you ain't subscribed to the channel, bro, don't even talk. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't talk. You feel me? Get the fuck up out of here with all that. If you ain't part of the nation, you don't need to be speaking. You know what I'm saying? But we got 32 people in the building with only how many likes? Come on, man. We got 18 likes with 31 people in the building, man. Come on, let's get them likes up, man. Let's get the algorithm on the up. You see what I mean? Good way to get some subs. Yeah, appreciate that. Shout out to Stop Motion with their suggestion. That's my guy right there. You feel what I mean? But yeah, man. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez, what's next for him? It looks like it's gonna be Edgar Berlanga or Jamal Charlo. Based off of what I see, it seems like Edgar Berlanga's a lot more confident. You know what I mean? He's been promoting that shit since Canelo Alvarez has won. You know, he popped up to the fight. He ran into some people that had some shit to say to him. David Morrell wanted to fight him right there. Looked like Morrell was on that motherfucking yak. You feel me? He was wilding out there. You know what I mean? I see why they don't allow him to live in Miami because that boy he be partying hard. You feel me? Rayo looked like he was a little bit tipsy too. They just doing some crazy shit out there, man. I don't know what's up. I mean, y'all got fights coming up and y'all drinking. I think that's a bit irresponsible. Benavidez included. You know what I mean? I rock with Benavidez heavy, but you know, not too long ago he was drinking and shit like that, man. It's just not a good look. You know what I mean? And the thing is, y'all drinking at boxing events. You know what I mean? You just bringing that the wrong attention to yourself. In all honesty, David Morrell, Wilder. David Morrell was on some nut shit. You know what I mean? He told Edgar Berlanga he wanted to fight him right there. Berlanga just walked past him with Fat Joe, just ignoring him and shit. And, let me see. Let me find that video right there. Let me find. Yeah, that's it right here. Check this out. I posted this on my story. It's fucking hilarious. You can see it in his eyes. He on. He tell a Puerto Rican reporter, "I'm more Puerto Rican than you." That's how you know he one of them drunks that he just talk crazy. Oh shit.
Bro, you are so fucking easy money, my nigga. Bro, you are so fucking easy money, my nigga.
My nigga. Yo, David Morrell need to show that personality more often. You know what I mean? But he is fucking hilarious. Yo, and I really feel like that's how all the super middleweight division look at Edgar Berlanga. They know he a fucking easy work. They know that he an easy check. You know what I'm saying? Beck the Bully will fuck up Edgar. I think he would. I think that Beck will get that boy smoked. Beck the Bully versus Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia versus Beck the Bully. Now you talking. I completely forgot about Beck. How about that? Jaime Munguia bounces back off of that Canelo loss that fights Beck the Bully. Ain't they both with Golden Boy? Beck the Bully. That'll be a fucking fire-ass fight. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a banger. For sure. That shit not going 12. But I rock with David Morrell too. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he really like that. I think that Morrell one of them dudes that he'll rumble you outside the ring. I remember his last fight. They was at a press conference or whatever, and the dude was talking crazy. And Morrell was like, "Yo, we could fight right now." Like, fuck you talking about type shit. And the dude was like, "Oh man, nah, man." Like started bitching and shit like that. Ross said that's a good fight. One of them getting slept. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Beck the Bully versus Jaime Munguia. That shit not going 12. That'll be a stylistically, that's an action-packed fight right there. Shit, Diego Pacheco versus Beck the Bully would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It's some good fights that could be made. Yo, I'm telling you, some great fights that could be made. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know. Let me see. Well, Diego Pacheco being with, I think he would Matchroom. I think Eddie should be pushing Diego Pacheco more, man. I don't know. I think Pacheco the truth. I think that he could really become world champion at super middleweight when the time right. But yeah, man. The guy Pacheco just beat fucks up Edgar. Hey man, that's possible too. That dude gave Pacheco a tough fight. He has some long ass arms. I know exactly who you're talking about. But yeah, I just think Edgar Berlanga, you know, I think that he skipped the line for real. Well, I think that's what he's attempting to do. He might just get away with it, bro. Just check this out, bro. Who has Edgar Berlanga fought of quality? Like in the top 10, top 5, whatever. Like he's absolutely fought nobody, bro. Nobody. You see what I mean? Meanwhile, all these guys is fighting each other. David Benavidez fighting Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant fighting Benavidez. Caleb Plant fighting Canelo. Bro, all these dudes is getting in some meaningful fights. Meanwhile, Berlanga just been playing in the background. You see what I mean? Beating this guy here. He left Top Rank after he beat all them turkeys over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, then he comes over to Matchroom and then he fights at some UK level dudes. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's worthy of becoming a WBA mandatory. For at one time, he was the mandatory for David Morrell, but with David Morrell moving up to 175 now and taking on that challenge, that puts Edgar Berlanga in a position to be Canelo Alvarez's mandatory. You see what I mean? So he pretty much finessed his way up to the top without fighting anybody. You know what I mean? And I guess that's a good thing on his team. They did their job or whatever. But this man that's taking minimal risk, and he's about to cash out against Canelo Alvarez in September. Crazy as shit, bro. And that's why all these super middleweights feel away about Berlanga, and they running down on him because they know he easy work. They know he didn't earn his stripes, but he's about to get the ultimate opportunity against Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez know this is an easy lick. It's about to be a fucking bank robbery, bro. Canelo Alvarez is gonna beat the dog shit out of Edgar Berlanga, man. But they selling it as Mexico versus Puerto Rico, even though Edgar Berlanga, he don't represent Puerto Rico for real, bro. He's not from the island. You know what I mean? And like I said, growing up in Philadelphia, being Puerto Rican and growing up in Philadelphia, Puerto Ricans didn't really consider me Boricua or anything like that. You see what I mean? They look at us totally different. If you're from the island, you get a totally different respect as a boxer in comparison to, what I'm trying to say is, Puerto Rico values like their fighters different. Like the fighters that's from the States, they don't look at them same as the fighters that they have on the island. And that's just what it is. So Edgar Berlanga keep pushing this superstar thing. And it's like, bro, have you ever been on a pay-per-view? Have you ever sold out? Have you ever sold out an event outside of New York? Canelo Alvarez could travel wherever. He could sell out. Javonte Davis could travel anywhere and sell out. You know what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga don't got a track history of selling no pay-per-views. What does his gates look like? Like, how is this dude a star? You know what I'm saying? Because he chills with Fat Joe, wrinkled ass, because he know all these different rappers and shit. Bro, you got access to the music industry. That don't make you a superstar. You see what I mean? I could make a call right now for somebody, me being from Philly, you know what I mean? I could call somebody right now that know Meek Mill and possibly get him on the phone type shit. You feel what I mean? That don't make me no fucking body. That don't make me a celebrity. That don't make me no superstar by any stretch of the imagination because, I could possibly chill with a celebrity and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Teach said he couldn't sell out the Hulu theater. That tell you everything you need to know. Stop Motion MMA says Edgar versus Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart might hurt Edgar, man. If Edgar don't get to Jesse first, Jesse will hurt Edgar, bro. Jesse Hart, we done sparred that dude in the past. That motherfucker don't play with his food. He got a hell of a fucking right hand. Jesse Hart got legitimate power. Like, he nasty. And he's only lost to top guys. He lost to Joe Smith. He lost to Gilberto Ramirez. So, why not? Why not? He got 3 losses. Berlanga versus So Cold Nelson. Yo, listen. So Cold Nelson will absolutely demolish Edgar Berlanga. You feel what I mean? But, Edgar Berlanga, Steven So Cold Nelson. You know what I'm saying? He's been inactive. He's been inactive for the most part. Go take advantage of that dude. Bet you he won't. Bro, Edgar's not in the business to take any type of risk, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know he know himself that he easy work for these guys. He know he can't beat none of these motherfuckers. So what he's doing is, bro, just like at Six Flags, when you get that speed pass, you know what I'm saying? Everybody waiting in line. Meanwhile, you see them people with them, they pay a little extra for them passes and they just go straight to the roller coaster. Meanwhile, we sitting there a half hour waiting to get in one fucking ride. That's what Edgar Berlanga got. He got the speed pass. Go straight up to the front of the line. That's exactly what Gabe Rosado. I mean, not Gabe Rosado. I'm sorry, I just read a comment. He's skipping the line, bro. That's pretty much what it is. No risk involved. You know what I mean? He been following a certain blueprint and shit. He about to cash out. Berlanga versus Dervinchenko. I think that they both got situations with Andre Rozier or whatever. They got, I don't know. But, Dervinchenko might be too rough for Berlanga. Bro, Edgar Berlanga has no boxing skill, bro. He has power. You know what I'm saying? And he aggressive, explosive. You know what I mean? He has those qualities, but overall, bro, he don't take a shot well. You know what I'm saying? He has no boxing skills, and he lacks experience. Simple and plain, bro. When he was getting all those first round knockouts, he didn't learn shit. He didn't grow as a fighter at all. He was just hitting motherfuckers and they was falling. Did shit the whole time. He steps up against Damon Nicholson, looks like shit. Romer Lexus Angulo, some people thought Angulo beat him. He looked like shit. The dude who put him on his ass, I forgot his fucking name, bro. The Mexican dude. The one that let me find his name. I don't want to disrespect the dude. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull it up. But Edgar Berlanga got put on his ass, had tough fights. Edgar Berlanga biting niggas in the ring. This is who y'all gonna have to complete Canelo Alvarez's 3-fight deal with PBC. His name was Marcelo Casares. You know what I'm saying? Put Berlanga on his ass in them later rounds. You see what I mean? It looked like dog shit in the process, bro. You having close fights with turkeys, bro. With turkeys. This is like what you doing, and somehow you believe you a star. That just blows my mind. As soon as you start stepping up in competition against C-level fighters, you start going out with decisions, bro. You know what I'm saying? You stepped up for Demond Nicholson, decision. Casares, decision. Steve Rose, decision. Romer Alexis Angulo, decision. Jason Quigley, decision. You went on a You went on a 3-year run without getting knocked out as soon as you stepped up in competition. That just lets you know that you're ass, bro. You not who you not who you think you is, nigga. I promise you that. You see what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. He gonna get that Canelo opportunity. And I've been hearing some crazy shit where it's like, you know, Berlanga might fight. He might fight. Canelo might fight Berlanga in Puerto Rico. He better not fucking fight that dude in Puerto Rico. You know how bad that shit will completely destroy this man's career. You know what I'm saying? That'll completely destroy his career because he's claiming he's this Puerto Rican star. So if he go up against Canelo and the Mexican goes over to his home country and beats the dog shit out of him in front of his own people that already don't fuck with him, for what I'll be hearing, they gonna clown him forever. Demetrius Andrew will beat Berlanga. I think so too. I think he'll light Berlanga the fuck up. Yep. Look, man, he's not even a top 10 fighter, bro. Keep it honest. Let's look at the top 10 super middleweights of the world. Let me share my screen, man. Let me share my screen with y'all. Because BoxRec got him ranked number 5 in the world, bro. They have Edgar Berlanga ranked number 5 in the world. This is exactly why I don't fuck with BoxRec's rankings at all. These dudes don't know what the fuck they talking about. Edgar Berlanga in what world is a top 5 anything in any weight class? Look, so this is how they go. This shit is disgusting, bro. Let's look at the top 10 right here. Let's just stop right here at Osles Iglesias, whatever the fuck his name is. My fault. They got a Cuban, but he's from Germany. That's confusing as hell, but whatever. Saul Canelo Alvarez, number 1. All right, that's cool. David Benavidez, number 2. That's cool. Jaime Munguia, number 3. That's cool. Christian Mbili. That's where I start disagreeing with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, Berlanga, number 5, and David Morrell, number 6. David Morrell, number 6, bro. Y'all got Berlanga and Billy ahead of David Morrell. Are you fucking serious, bro? Are you serious? That's disgusting. That's disgusting, bro. Do y'all see this? I think Mbili better than Berlanga too. But, you know, the fact that Mbili is ranked number 4, bro, that's wild. Mbili and Berlanga being ahead of David Morrell, who had a version of the WBA title, that's kind of crazy. Morrell deserves that number 4 spot right there. You see what I mean? Diego Pacheco, number 9. So y'all telling me that Edgar Berlanga is better than is ranked based off of what? Based off of what? You know what I'm saying? The dude that, you know, dropped Edgar Berlanga, Pacheco stopped him in 9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, neither one of these dudes got a crazy resume right now. You know what I mean? Pacheco at least. So I'm going to let that slide. You know what I mean? Because, you know, neither one of their resumes is the best at this point in time. But Berlanga being number 5, bro, I can make a case that he won't beat any of these motherfuckers. And I don't even know these two right here. I don't know Kevin Sajo. I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who Osles Iglesias is. You know what I mean? But he look like he got a high knockout ratio, 6'2", southpaw or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. But I can make a case that all these guys could beat him in the top 10, except the ones I don't know. Crazy. He not a top 10 super middleweight. Very disgraceful list. Yeah, I understand anonymous. It is computer generated. That's not created by people, but I feel like it should be fact checked by people. I feel like it should be edited by people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got a system and they just let it rock. It's like, yo, that shit's kind of crazy. I don't know, but let's see the confrontation between Caleb Plant and Edgar Berlanga since we on the topic. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see where I can find that. I think I got it in my archives. Let's pull this up right here. Because Caleb Plant ran down on y'all boy, man, on y'all boy Edgar Berlanga. He didn't look like he was too optimistic about facing Edgar Berlanga. He didn't want to answer the question at all. This was actually on Caleb Plant's Instagram. Try to shake his hand, looking stupid as hell. He said, and if you don't fight Canelo in September, he said, I already got my business situated. Never answer the question directly. Never answered the question directly. He didn't say yes, he didn't say no. Edgar don't deserve to be saying nigga. Fact. That's a fact. But they be running around letting Teofimo Sr. say it, so you know what I mean? It is what it is. But then David Morrell also got into an altercation with Edgar Berlanga too. Let's check that out. So you could tell that Edgar Berlanga, he just fooled. He just fooled. Mind you, Morrell definitely off that fucking yak. You feel me? But let's see. That's not relevant. That's groupie shit. That's groupie shit. That's groupie shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about them little fat bitches that want to take pictures with Edgar Berlanga. You feel me? But he just looking like a target. You know what I mean? Definitely looking like a target. You feel me? And that's just what it is. And justifiably so. Who the fuck is Edgar Berlanga? You know what I mean? This is the dude that's about to get an opportunity at Canelo Alvarez. And how the fuck are they going to be able to sell this fight? Mexico versus Puerto Rico? How can Canelo even sell this fight? Because, when you get to a certain point in boxing, when you become one of the superstars of boxing, and every fight you have essentially is a pay-per-view, you got to sell it to the people. You got to package it where like you can get fans intrigued so they buy in and want to see this fight. You know what I mean? How you gonna sell this? How can you make it seem like Berlanga has a chance at beating you? How are you gonna prove to the people that this fight is actually gonna be competitive, that it's gonna be exciting, anything like that? You know what I mean? Them pulling out the Mexico versus Puerto Rico thing, bro, that's not gonna work in this situation. It's not gonna work in this situation, man. Plant mess around and get a couple knockdowns on Berlanga, absolutely. Caleb Plant, he's not the biggest puncher. We see him slump shit, though. We see him slump Darrell, but he's not the biggest puncher. You feel me? But he's sharp. He's sharp. You know what I mean? He got good offense. He got good boxing ability. And with Edgar Berlanga, I could see him getting frustrated and running into a shot from Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? Just like Jose Euskadigi did. Came in all reckless, ran into some shit, got put on his ass. I can see the same thing happening to Berlanga. Berlanga don't have no chin, y'all. He has zero chin. As soon as he get cracked, y'all gonna see it. This man was getting stopped by Erickson Lubin, who is 2 weight classes below him, bro. Bro, Edgar Berlanga is a 168. So it's safe to say he probably walks around in the mid 80s and shit like that. Probably 90s for real. I don't know him personally, but I don't know what he be getting into or where he rehydrates to. But let's say he walk around in the mid 80s, right? 90s. Erickson Lubin probably walk around where he fight at, 168. Probably walk around 168, 170. This dude is significantly smaller than you. And you let this boy punch on you, drop you, stop you. You know what I mean? You hanging on for dear life while you sparring Erickson Lubin, bro. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing, bro. You know what I mean? You can't take punches from junior middleweights. You're going to be able to take a punch from an elite super middleweight. Imagine what David Morrell would do to Edgar Berlanga, bro. As hard as that boy punched and how he be putting shit out, almost done fucking killed somebody. One of his previous opponents damn near ain't make it home to their family. You think that he going to be able to take a punch from David Morrell, Benavidez? It's just this dude, he's weak, bro. The only thing he banking on is power. But you don't got the skill set necessary to run these elite guys into your power shots. It's gonna be a bad joint, yo. It's gonna be a bad joint. But if somehow, some way, Canelo makes that fight happen in Puerto Rico, I might find my way down there. I might find my way down there, bro, and I might just vlog the whole situation. The whole lead up, I'm gonna be chilling in my crib because I got a crib over in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Shout out to my pop. I got a crib out in Puerto Rico. I'm gonna just be chilling over there. You know what I mean? Enjoying my time, eating my fucking my patelillos and my motherfucking pernil and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be over there living it up, chilling at the beach or whatever. You know what I mean? Go over to the fight. Watch Berlanga get his ass whooped, get stopped, dropped by Canelo. Then I'm going to ride back to the city and chill a little bit more. Then I'm going to fly back to Philly and laugh about it on this live stream with y'all. You feel what I mean? Shit really crazy, bro. Shit really crazy. But most likely it's not going to happen in Puerto Rico. I mean, that's probably going to be a Las Vegas fight, Texas fight, or something like that. But pay attention to what's going on around us, y'all. Matchroom out here posting they already posting the whole, situation. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. They're going to be throwing that in our face for the next few days. You know what I'm saying? While the victory from Canelo is still hot, they're going to be selling it. Next thing you know, probably around early summer, they're going to be announcing the fight between Berlanga and Canelo. I don't see what other direction Canelo goes in. Who else is he going to fight? Jamal over there, he in a straitjacket somewhere in the sponge room. You know what I'm saying? Contemplating life and what the hell he's gonna be doing next. So I don't think that's gonna be something that, I don't think that's the direction he's gonna be looking towards. If it does happen in PR, I bet Berlanga gets booed by the PR crowd. I guarantee you, bro, and I'm right-handed guy, bro. Guarantee you. It'll be a pro Canelo crowd in Puerto Rico if they fight over there. Guaranteed. Canelo versus Berlanga at the Barclays. Shit. Imagine him getting knocked out in his hometown, bro. That's a bad job. I think that, what y'all think will be worse? Would it be Berlanga getting knocked out in Brooklyn or Berlanga getting knocked out in Puerto Rico? I think Puerto Rico would be worse. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Cause it's that's like his motherland. You feel me? He keep pushing this Puerto Rico shit. Puerto Rican star, Puerto Rican this. He's not saying Brooklyn star. He's not saying New York star. He's saying Puerto Rican star. Y'all think it'll be worse in Brooklyn? Wow. Yeah, I'll be reading them. I'll be reading them articles from Puerto Rico and shit. You know what I mean? The people from the island don't fuck with Berlanga, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all something good. Y'all keep making. There's people that be coming up to me like, oh yeah, he's Yeah, they embrace him in PR. No, the fuck they don't. No, the fuck they don't. I don't know who told you that. I be tuned in with dudes who got podcasts in Puerto Rico. They be tuned in with the people. They tell you they don't rock with him like that. They rock with Subriel, which is why Subriel fighting down there because he locked in over there in Puerto Rico. They rock with Subriel. But I think Subriel, like he's from, I mean, obviously he's from the island, you know what I mean? I think he's from Fajardo. Where the fuck is Subriel from? What part of Puerto Rico he's from? He from Martinillo, but where the fuck is that at? Yeah, he from Fajardo, yeah. I was just over there too. That's what's up. Yeah, Subriel, he that nigga in Puerto Rico right now. That's a fact. He just gotta continue. He gotta get some good wins on his shit, and he gonna be a bona fide star over there. But Eddie know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Same shit he doing with Boots. He know that Boots gonna be a star. He just gotta build up his name and his hometown. Said New York gonna be on his ass. New York was clowning Zab after he got knocked out by Costa Zoo. Yeah, that was a bad drawing, bro. What was confusing to me was how Zab was snapping at the ref. Like the ref stopped it prematurely. It was like, bro, when Costa clips you, your head bounces off the canvas. You know what I mean? Those are the worst type of knockouts when your head bounces off the canvas, right? Then you got up quick. It's your fault. You got up way too quick. And then you try to talk to the referee. Meanwhile, you fall over again. You giving the referee every reason to stop the fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I could see New York cold hearted. They like Philly in a way where they you know what I mean? They'll clown you, you know what I mean? Even if you from their city, they'll clown you if you embarrass yourself, you know what I'm saying? Or you take a L. I seen people clowning Danny after he lost to Keith. I seen them clown Danny after he lost to Earl. You know what I mean? Philly cold like that. I'm imagining New York the same way. He said he thought the ref hit him too. Damn, Costa hit that motherfucker with some shit then. Stop Motion MMA says when John Tate got knocked out in his hometown, Nashville, he said kids would walk up to him and mimic him being knocked out on the ground. That's crazy. That's crazy as shit. I think that's a reason. I think that's part of the reason why a lot of these dudes don't be wanting to take the chance. You know what I mean, and go up against the best guys because they afraid of the backlash they'll receive if they come up short. I think that should play a part too. I think that being bashed on social media discourages a lot of people from rolling the dice and taking on big challenges. And the only thing that'll really encourage them to be okay with the bashing is if they get paid a substantial amount of money. They be scared of the cyberbullying, yo. Trust me. That's a fact. Let's see. So I spoke on the Gervonta Frank Martin shit. I see, cause I'm about to get off here soon. Check out $1 million worth of game with Gillian Wallow, man. They had an interview with Javonte and Frank Martin at the same time. You know what I mean? I appreciate how Gillian Wallow, they got a big platform and they really big on like the music industry and shit like that. You know what I mean? They be interviewing a lot of the top rappers and shit like that, but they've been contributing a lot to boxing, and it's because Gilly is essentially a boxing fan. You know what I mean? So and Wallow just be rocking with him, just uh, rocking with his ideas and shit like that. But he's been contributing a lot to boxing, man. And I appreciate all these big platforms that have been coming together to, bring a light to boxing, like Cigar Talk. Cigar Talk, he interviewed a lot of the biggest rappers out here and shit like that. Now he's sitting down with boxers. He did an interview with Javonte as well. But I liked how $1 million worth of game, they sat down, Frank Martin and Javonte at the same time. And, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's beef. Like Frank Martin and Tank don't got beef. You know what I mean? It's not personal or anything like that. I just think that they speaking from a competitive standpoint. I'm looking at it like they just feel like that they better than each other. You know, Javonte on a mission right now. He said after this 6-7 fight deal, he said he walking away because he don't feel like he got anything else to prove. So, you know, he's extremely focused right now. He said he did Ramadan, which was interesting to me. And that's probably why a lot of people didn't take that into consideration. They was like, damn, Tank looks small. He looks skinny as shit. This man was working out throughout Ramadan. You know what I mean? So Gervonta locked him. You know what I mean? I've seen Gervonta bring around Adrien Broner. I'll be a little bit cautious of that. You know what I mean? I'd definitely be a little cautious of that because, you know, Adrien Broner, you know, he's not a very disciplined dude. He'd be up to no good. But, you know, they got a good relationship at the end of the day. You know, AB essentially put Gervonta in position to be signed with Mayweather Promotions. You know what I mean? I remember Gervonta used to walk around with an About Billion shirt on. So, you know, that could have easily been an AB fighter. You know what I mean? AB had some solid dudes. He had Rashid Warren. He had Robert Easter and himself in the stable at the same time. He could have really made something happen with his promotional company, but, you know, it is what it is. That's a different subject. AB looking better shape now, though. I mean, he about to fight soon, right? And he about to fight Blair Cobbs. When he fighting Blair Cobbs, he better be in shape because Blair not about to play with him. I got Blair Cobbs with the upset. I'm telling you. I think Blair Cobbs going to upset AB. I ain't going to lie. But if AB want to have a better chance, he better be in shape. He better be in shape. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even got the fight date up yet, but not on BoxRec at least. But when they about to fight? Let's see. I think it's in June, I think. Adrien Broner. It says June 7th. It says WBC title. What version of WBC they fighting for? Oh, no, WBC title fight on the undercard. Okay. Reading is fundamental, my people. My apologies. But they fighting June 7th. Okay. So, I mean, AB better be in shape at this point because it's literally 4 weeks away. It's June 6th as we speak right now. So, you know, June 7th, that's 4 weeks away. You know what I mean? So he better be locked in because that motherfucker ain't about to play with him. The WBC People's Championship. No, it says the WBC title fight on the undercard. I think it's a cruiserweight belt. But anyway, yeah, Adrien Broner, it's good to see him in shape. Hopefully, you know, he ain't fucking with the liquor or anything like that. But in all honesty, I think the damage is done. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I think that's just a situation. Shout out to Chris with a $2 super chat. He says, you see the confrontation with Lopez and Keyshawn. What, they had one recently? I seen it a while back. Did they have another one? Let's see what you're talking about. Let's see if there's something out here. Yeah, I seen the one from like a couple months ago, bro. What's recent? 'Cause I don't see anything. Oh, you being dead ass stop motion? WBC People's Championship. The fuck is that? That's a real thing? What the fuck up? WBC People's Championship. Yo, that's real shit. Adrien Broner will face Blair Cobbs for the WBC People's Championship on June 7th. Bro, what the fuck is that? Bro, they literally just make up belts as they go, bro. People's Championship. We got the People's Champ belt. What the fuck? Bro, on Fightful.com, April 25th, 2024. Adrien Broner returns to the ring. Don King announced that Adrien Broner will face Blair Cobbs for the WBC People's Championship on June 7th. What the fuck? I never heard of that belt in my life. Yeah, I remember the COVID-19 belt, but I never heard of the people's champ belt. What the fuck is going on in boxing, yo? What the fuck? Wow, that caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie to you. We was just kept. I remember the other day. I think during the fight party, he was making. They were saying like the extra spicy chalupa belt and shit like that, like little funny ass joints like that. They got a people's champ belt. WBC was better off making it. I did it for the hood belt. Yo, that's crazy. But on some real shit, is there anybody who got Adrien Broner beat in Blair Cops? Chris said, at this point, make a WBC rapper belt for Drake and Kendrick. Real shit. Oh, we're gonna come together and we're gonna create a a rap beef belt for the winner of Kendrick and Drake. Suleiman Pops rolling in his grave. Shit, I heard his pops was on nut shit too, so who knows? Stop Moses says Cows 120, 108. Shit. AB by knockout. Ooh. Okay. We got somebody rooting for. They got somebody who got AB knocking out Blair Cobbs. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But you know, teach his own. I mean, you might be right. I've been proven wrong in the past. You just sent it to me in the DMs. All right, bet. Let's check this shit out. Let's see what you're talking about.
What's up? We gonna do our thing, but what we gonna do though at the end of the day? Something. He's like something. What happened with the meeting with five right now? Not in the man, we at top right. This year. He's saying go to the contract.
Oh, it's a pretty long confrontation. I thought this was gonna be a quick video.
What's up? We gonna do our thing, but what we gonna do at the end of the day? What happened with the meeting with five right now? Not in the man, we at top right. This year. And saying go to the contract. Hey, let's be real. I know. See real shit. You know very well whatever weight class I go to, I'm gonna fuck somebody up.
Oh shit, this shit tweaking.
Closer to 11? Yeah. Sean.
Was that T.O. baby mom? Was that T.O. baby mom that just jumped to his defense? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It seemed like she back in the picture. That's what's up, man. Keep families together, man. Keep families together. Yeah, the flight attendant, the one he got married to, seemed like she back in the picture. That's what's up. Keep them families together, yo. I'm with that. I mean, not everybody, unfortunately, like myself, ain't able to say the same thing. So, you know what I mean? Keep them families together. Salute, salute. Um, yeah, that's what it looked like. It looked like they reconciled or something. But that's none of my business. They ain't boxing, but to see that, Teofimo, man, he don't want to fight Keyshawn, man. The motherfucker want to fight dudes like Steve Claggett and shit like that. You said you have no dad. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, bro. Yeah, I know a lot of people that don't. You know what I mean? But don't let that stop you from being a great father when the time comes. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have them. It's essentially a privilege. You know what I mean? Because for one, fathers don't need to be fathers they don't want to be. There's a lot of deadbeat fathers out here. And two, um, you know, let me just say this. Man. There's a lot of people that grow without their fathers, right? And this is a little bit personal, but I know people that, fathers passed away. You know what I mean? Fathers that just didn't want to be around, didn't claim their children, had that child that went and started a whole different family with somebody else and shit like that. It's unfortunate, you know what I mean? But don't let that discourage you from being the father the great father that you should be. In the you should be in the business of, breaking the cycle. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people that didn't grow up with fathers but turned out to be really great dads. Fortunately, I had my father. I had a great stepdad as well. So it worked out for me. You know what I mean? But I understand that not everybody had the same blessings that I had. So, that shit sucked. You know what I mean? And looking at my son, man, there's no way in hell that I'll be ever able, ever able to, neglect him or anything like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing that I wouldn't do for my son. I would spend my last dollar for my son. You know what I mean? I would give my son my last everything to make sure he good. You know what I mean? So sorry, I'm sorry that you didn't have a father. Yeah, bro. Damn, that's a little personal, Chris. I don't even want to put that. I don't even want to put that up for everybody to see. But yeah, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this: my father, my father was in and out of jail and shit like that. Had his legal struggles and stuff like that. But he always tried. You know what I mean? And that's what people remember at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That they try. You know what I mean? Trying is the best thing you could do, and so eventually the kids will notice that. You know what I mean? I hustle for my son. You know what I mean? I hustle. I do shit that I don't want to do all the time, just so my son can have his diapers, can have his wipes, can have his food. You know what I mean? That's all accommodated by yours truly. You know what I mean? Don't nobody back my son financially like me. You know what I mean? I'm the sole provider for my son. You know what I'm saying? So food, clothing, all of that, I do it for him. You know what I mean? Always got nice clothes, nice little sneakers and shit like that. You know what I mean? And he about to turn 1 in June. Uh, he'll be 1 June 12th, and it's currently May 6th. So 5 weeks away, man. I'm gonna have me a little 1-year-old, and yeah, man, that's an emotional thing for me, bro. Cause you know what I mean, let me stop talking about that shit. If I start crying on this bitch, be like a little turkey out here crying because of my son and shit. But yeah, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that you went through that. You know what I mean? But you seem like a good dude. You always supporting the channel. You always talking positive and shit like that. And people on live bash you for being a dad. Yo, it is what it is. These motherfuckers don't know me, man. These motherfuckers don't know me at all. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? People gonna have their opinions on the internet and say different things, and bro, they don't fucking know me. You know what I mean? And if they did know me, they wouldn't come to say anything stupid like that. You know what I mean? So It is what it is. You know, I had my son with me this whole weekend. Bro, if y'all was to see my living room right now, I got toys. Like, he got toys out the ass. He got his own room, bed. Uh, there's nothing that kid needs in life that he don't got already. He got a bank account. he already got a credit score, bro. You know what I mean? I got him as an authorized user on my bank account. I mean, on certain credit cards and shit. By the time he 18, he may very well have an 800 credit score. I'm setting him up for success. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a totally different conversation. But, you know, yeah. Chris, I don't know how old you are, but whenever you get to that point where you have kids, man, don't do what was done to you. You know what I'm saying? Be the one to break that generational curse, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and be the best father you could be. I'm telling you, that's the most rewarding thing in life. Best thing I ever did was have a son, bro. Beautiful thing, especially when that month. It's just crazy, bro, because he does certain things. Like, he's on my screensaver right here. Look, I post him all the time. You know what I mean? But I got a million pictures of him. It's my boy right here, man. I didn't take any pictures of him this weekend. But look, he makes certain little expressions. He he got a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? But yo, the coolest baby in the world, man. The coolest baby in the world. You know what I mean? Always stay nice and clean, and you know what I mean? Getting big. Yeah, you 18, yeah. Well, there's people younger than you that got kids. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, once you get to that point in life when you have kids or you starting a family, whatever the situation is, just make sure, you know what I mean, you doing what you need to do. You know what I mean? That's my boy right here, though. That's my boy right here. Micah Rosa. Already in them boxing rings. You feel me? Look. That's his favorite place is the boxing ring. He crawl on in the boxing ring. He be standing up, holding on to the ropes and shit. You know what I mean? That's my boy. Real, real happy boy right there. Absolute blessing. Lorenzo said, I'm a great father. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's one of the best compliments you could receive as a man, bro. Seriously. Yeah, man. You said my dad, the reason I got good credit, definitely setting little man up. Let me see, hold on. Setting little man up for success. Of course. My whole, bro, and I say this all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? My son, I'm setting him up so he could be better than me. You know what I mean? And it's not a competition thing at all. I'll never compete with my own son. What I'm saying is, I want him to be better than me, point blank, period, in terms of mental health, health wise, financially, every aspect of life. I want him to be better than me. I don't give a fuck what it is. Sports, better than me. Shit, if he ends up being a boxing coach himself, I hope he's better than me. If he ends up being a content creator, I hope he's better than me. Whatever he want to do, Bill Haney talking about, I told y'all Ryan cheated. Bro, I ain't never doubted. Shit, I don't know if that's really Bill. I doubt it. But yeah, man, like I told I've been suspicious about Ryan cheating. I knew that shit from the get-go. You feel me? I knew that back when he was fucking with Canelo and them. You feel me? But I highly doubt that that's Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? You said put the link? Nah, they ain't Bill for real. They ain't Bill for real. Let's see. Ain't no way that's Bill. Let's see. I got some time. Bill came last time. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo. Yeah, that can't be Bill talking like that. He said, fuck Matchroom. Yeah, that ain't Bill. And I put the link up. Go ahead. If this really you, let's say you got 7 subscribers. But it says he been on for 2 years. Yeah. Bill pulled up before, yeah. That's why I'm like, yo. So yeah, he capping. He capping. Yeah, that definitely ain't him. But we gonna let him rock as long as he don't say nothing crazy. Yeah, that ain't real Bill. Bill wouldn't say no shit like that. But anonymous smacked you with the wrench. Shit like that. Damn, I was really thinking that was Bill for one point in time, but you know, it is what it is. I've been trying to reach out to Bill. Bill, he hard to access. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I was saying, you know, whenever y'all have kids, man, make sure that you do everything you can to make sure they better than you. You know what I'm saying? They better off than you ever was. That's why I work my ass off, bro. I work my ass off for my son. Bro, I leave the crib 8, 9 in the morning. I don't get home till 8, 8:30 at night, all throughout the week. I'll be bringing my son with me to work. Shit, I pick him up. Whatever days I have him, I pick him up, take him to the gym with me. I mean, he spend the night with me. I bring him back home 8, 8:30, take him a bath. You know what I'm saying? Bring him to the, you know what I mean? Get him all comfortable. You know what I mean? He in bed by 9 o'clock, and you know I wake up in the morning, take him, drop him off to his mom's side or whatever, and then I continue on with my day. Like this is nonstop work, but I do it for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was Bill Nye, the science guy. That's hilarious. But all right, y'all. I pretty much spoke about everything I needed to speak about, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm fucking exhausted. I can see that shit in my face, obviously. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. We had a pretty successful live, man. We had 30 people in the building, man, and we got 37 likes. So shout out to everybody that contributed to the channel, man. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all coming on and subscribing. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing a video right after this live, and it is titled, you know, Canelo Alvarez absolutely whooped Jaime Munguia. And let me see what else it says. What went wrong for Munguia and what's next for both? You know what I mean? It's like a 12-minute video, so I'm gonna be putting that video out. Of course, so be on the lookout for that one. I'm about to post it right now. Let's post that right now. I was supposed to upload that shit earlier today. I had went to the movies. You know what I mean? And my phone died. So it's, you know, when your phone dies, it doesn't go through the process of uploading anymore and shit like that. So I ain't come back home until 10 o'clock. So you know what I mean? I wasn't able to upload till just now. So just put the video up right now. So be on the lookout for that one. Yo, we on the road to 2K, man, and we about to have 1,930 subscribers. We 3 away from there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's in the building. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that was on the live today and contributed to the conversation. You know what I mean? It was a pretty dope live. I'll be back at y'all with some more videos tomorrow. And I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow night. So be on the lookout for that one. But until then, this is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. Peace.